Hey, what's up guys, MudHD here, and welcome to episode 42 of my journey to the top series. And if you missed the previous episode, there'll be a link in the description to the series playlist where you can find every single episode that I've done so far. But in the previous episode, we went HD 720p, and I'm so pleased that I've eventually got down to doing that. And it took me about 3 minutes to actually upload that video in HD to YouTube where I did it. I did hint in one of my videos where I did do it, but I'm not really going to say anything because now I've got HD now and I'm hoping I can continue that. It might be a bit of a trouble at the weekend, but I'm hoping to get content done for the weekend anyway. But anyway, there was a massive shock on the cards in the previous episode. One, I was having a go at the board saying they didn't give me enough money, they haven't been supporting me, they have been setting ridiculous targets for me this season, trying to get promotion in 2 straight seasons. Who do they think I am? Southampton. I have a small feeling that the board are against me sometimes. And secondly, David Scholfer was sold for 3.6 million to Brighton. I went in for a player on transfer deadline day. He did not want to come from his club. That was Yesil from Barcelona, and he did not want to move. And it ended up me leaving with no strikers on deadline day. So I was a pretty embarrassed manager not to pick up any strikers at that moment. And it was me just getting fixated on trying to sign one player when I could have just signed like 4 strikers for the amount of money that I had that I could have played, would have played for Yesil. But anyway, we have to deal what we have here at York City, and we have to play our game. And you see there, Patterson takes lead, and in that Swindon game just at the start, I believe we drew that game against Swindon. Not a good result, really. Although I hate Swindon Town because I just hate is it Palio Di Canio or something like that? I just hate him so much. But anyway, it's only virtual, Matt. Don't get too feisty. But anyway, we have this game against Sheffield, and they're not in the best of forms. They must be bottom of the league right now. And they've lost 3 straight games in a row for all I know. And we're taking the 1-0 lead. Patterson slotting it under the keeper, but now we're trying to get that winner, not resting my players really. I'm looking for that winner because essentially a draw would be not a great result, because a win is 3 times better than a draw, of course, because you get 3 times more points. And sometimes I'd rather lose than draw, to be quite honest. But maybe that's a bit of a weird feeling I have. But it really lets me sort of target areas that I want to sort out in the team. Maybe some players did not play well. But anyway, we picked up the 3 points, in fact, against Chesterfield there. And that was a pretty good result for us. At least we're picking up the points against the lower sides that we are playing. But we have to get points against harder teams like MK Dons. Chickson did play in this game against their old side. And you see here, I have a sweaty chance. I tried to slot that across goal, but the keeper was too fast for, I think that was Patterson. And why are you not playing Berger for all the money that I spent on him? Well, it's just a bit difficult. Actually, I think I am playing Berger, but sometimes I do prefer to play a Binny Iasi and Patterson together, because I feel like they are 2 fast strikers that I can rely on rather than Berger. But then, as a goof, fast as anything, goes past his defender like it's no tomorrow. He slots it back to Berger. Boom! Volley into the back of the net. Now we're 1-0 up against MK Dons. But a great save by Butland preserves that lead for a little bit longer. But can we keep that lead and take another 3 points? Well, Patterson does his job correctly and puts a thunderbolt into the back of the net. And we're now 2-0 up against MK Dons, who are a side to be reckoned with if you are in League One. And we managed to shove them aside. But then After that 2-0 win against MK Dons, I looked at the calendar and I have a big game against Coventry City. They are second right now. We have to beat them to have a chance of getting automatic promotion ourselves. I don't know how it would affect everyone else, of course. But anyway, we have to try and go and beat them. I don't know whether it's home or away. We seem to play a lot better at home. But here is a squad report. Jack Butland has gone up 2 since we signed him, pretty mid transfer window-ish, which is absolutely amazing. 2 overalls already. He's already better than Braun. Tracky bottom Braun. Wow, that was a pretty good deal thinking about it now. We sold a player that cost us nothing. And we sold him for about 3 million. I'm not totally sure on the figures. But you see here, everyone is on the plus except for Brad Jones, of course. He is quite old. And I do revert to play Butler now. I hate I don't really play keepers, my reserve keepers. I just decide to play the regular keeper anyway. Even though I did buy Jones solely for cup games. But Brad Jones, I have to say, is very disappointing. But here in this Coventry game, a crucial game, the officials look to be against us. You see there, I thought that was slightly harsh. I didn't really see it at that time. But first initial reaction was that was a very harsh penalty to give away so early on in the game. But I'm going to try and get on with it here. But Butland tried to save that penalty. He went the right way, but he drawn his palm away for some strange reason. And that has put him on bad form. And I looked on the squad report and it did. But we have to go and try and find a winner. You see here, Binny Ayesi goes through. Surely he's going to finish that. No way. The keeper pulls off another save. It did feel like they did have an OP keeper. Sometimes it does happen in career mode. You do come across teams that have that OP-ness on their keepers that just don't go and just stop saving stuff. Just let a couple in for us. But the result ends up in a bad one. You see here, it ends 1-0, of course. And then, look at this. I thought it was slightly harsh, firstly, but it does look like he goes for the player. But it looks like he just misjudges it so much and he takes the player out, takes his own defender out. And you see there, bad form is put upon Jack Butler now. And the pressure's onto him because I'm not going to play Jones in goal. Essentially, Butler cost me so much more money that he needs to be more professional about what he does. But here, a goal was yet again conceded. The defenders not getting out, marking their players, just doing their jobs. And it has been a real problem for the past 10-ish games. We've been conceding silly goals that we could have stopped if we defended more compact, maybe just didn't really get out of positions. But it's so easy for me to take a player out of his position. So maybe I'm at fault slightly for that area of the game. But we're going to try and get an equaliser here against Preston. We hit the post. How many times have we hit the post this episode? I don't know. We probably hardly hit any at all. But we're trying to search for this equaliser. And you see here, we had so many chances that Scholfer would have finished. I knew he would have finished it. And it seems like I've wasted a lot of... hopefully I'm not going to be wasting the time if we do not make it through to next season, to get into the championship, game promotion. But it does seem like, looking at the table right now, it does look a bit grim for us because Coventry are on the high and they're not stopping. But I want to quickly say we finally got a good youth star. The potential of hitting 94, and he's currently 14 years old, and look at that, 56 to 78 already. That guy could be a future legend. We just don't know yet. We're going to have to wait 2 years to find out. But I do sign him up for the club. But back to my thing, Scholfer. If we signed a striker, we probably would have been alright. But it seems that I'm resting upon the 2 strikers of Binny Ayesi and Patterson, who Patterson has done pretty well since I started playing him. So much weight thrusted upon his shoulders, as well as Binny Ayesi, but I do revert to playing Berger as well. but not as much as the others, seeing as I wanted him so much. And he does get up there for these headers. He has got a good strike as well. But you see here, we're trying to defend against Tranmere, and it's just, for some reason, it's difficult for us. And when we had Shofu, we just didn't have that problem as much. It seemed that when the transfer window opened, we seemed to have dropped in form. If you can remember, we were just beating teams like it was no tomorrow, just bashing them, boom, boom. It's not like that anymore. I'll have to grind results out against teams. Maybe they're just turning on the contain button, I don't know. But another squad, not squad one, I really get them mixed them up, but another scout report, there is another gem. Possibly a 16-year-old goalkeeper, could hit 91 potential. But anyway, guys, there is the table if you want to absorb where we are right now. We've got the JPT final coming up. That's going to be a live commentary, so be looking forward to that. There's about 7 games left in the league. Well, 8 games for us if you count all the teams that have played an extra game. But anyway, I just want to put a series idea across. It's about called Underdog, and it's in career mode because I know you guys love career mode stuff. Otherwise, you won't be subscribed. And thank you so much for all the support. But this Underdog series is all about I'm taking a random team from League 2. And I'm going to place them using the swap feature in career mode and plopping them into the Premier League. And then with my coins on the EA Sports store, I'm going to buy the takeover option, and they're going to be taken over. I don't know how much money you get, but it's going to be about being the underdog, not having much money, having to spend your money wisely. And I think it would just be a great idea. I don't know if it would fit really with you guys. I don't know. Maybe you want Ultimate Team stuff, but I just can't put my head to an idea that would work. But anyway, guys, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. But anyway, guys, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video as well as my other content. Please go check that out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.